Tim Bigham's with us, options strategist at Buy Alerts, and you're taking a look at Target, which has fallen off those highs. Well, how would you go about an example trade today with it under 100 bucks?
Yeah, and as you alluded to, under 100, this stock has absolutely been taken out to the woodshed, but held that kind of $90 level down below. So that certainly looks like a solid floor, at least going forward here. I think the stock on a valuation basis certainly getting cheap as well, trading at just over 11 times price to earnings, the lowest in 5 years. Price to sales under 0.5. And as you were talking about the comparative to Walmart over the past year, Walmart's up about 50%, Target's down about 35%. So on a comparative performance basis, certainly vastly underperforming Walmart and the overall stock market as well. So I'm just cautiously bullish here, looking really for a retracement back towards that kind of Liberation Day gap down we saw on most stocks in early April around that 104, 105 level, which also equates to that expected, option market maker move of, 7 to 9% that was talked about earlier. And I love the term structure, Val, able to sell 130 or so IV this week. And then hedge in the June traditionals with a mid-50. So I'm just going out buying the June 20th 105 calls, selling this week's 105 calls, paying a little bit over $1 here. So like it on a cost basis as well for a stock that's approaching $100 again. Not looking for fireworks here, just looking for a move back towards that kind of, Trump tariff gap here post earnings. I think valuation supported. I think the fact the stock has underperformed both, competitors and the market supported as well. So unless they absolutely miss by a big margin, I think we might see a relief rally and capturing a very nice term structure vol as well.
Interesting. So what's your big picture thought here? Yesterday when Moody's lowered the U.S. one notch of the 21 notches, I mean, it's, and joined Fitch and S&P, Besant saying that was a lagging indicator at this point. Your thoughts on the markets overall? What do you look at here in the market action?
Yeah, I think, a couple things. I think certainly interest rates initially, rose fairly sharply, immediately were met with, a lowering of yield. So as you were talking about earlier, Nicole, the 10-year kind of stuck around that 4.5% level. Valuations on stocks generally getting expensive here, though, towards those extremes. S&P 500 price to sales now back at 3 times, which the only 2 times it got up there met a 20% or so pullback in the stock here. So I think complacency may be getting a little too complacent here, if you will. So I'm just looking for a pullback. I think the 6,000 level will be tough to get through for the S&P in the current market environment. So stocks like Target that are, very beaten down, comparatively cheap, I think will actually be where people kind of rotate into getting out of those high growth names that have led the charge here into more of the value stocks to kind of hide out from maybe a slight pullback in stocks.
All right, Tim Bigham, option strategist, Buy Alerts. Thank you so much. Great to see you, Tim. Thanks.
You bet. Anytime, Nicole. Take care.